everyone, and welcome back to the next episode of Pink Drinks. My name is Ara Lobner,
And my name is Isabel Santine.
and starting off today's episode, Izzy, you said you had some wonderful news about a wonderful new app you created.
Yeah, absolutely. Subverse IM, my instant messaging app. It's peer to peer, fully private, anonymous, and encrypted. And it's getting ready for public testing soon.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah, and it's available on the Google Play Store. You can head on over to subverse.network to get started with it if you have an Android device. Or if you have an iOS device, like an iPhone or an iPad, you can email us at root@subverse.network and we can get you started with the app as well.
Excellent. So, today's episode is the final one of 2025.
Woohoo!
Oh, how sad in a way.
Yeah,
But
sad
how
in a way, but
not
also
so sad in a way knowing that 2025 was definitely not 2008 to 12.
Yeah, for sure.
But at least we're going to end on such a great topic this year. We're going to talk about our favorite coffee shops across the entire state of where we live, Wisconsin.
Absolutely.
Now, when I say that, I don't mean just Madison, just Milwaukee, just what people think is central Wisconsin and southern Wisconsin, Wisconsin Dells, and that's it. No way in hell. I'm going to talk about the real central Wisconsin as well, Stevens Point and Wausau. And we can also include the most northern parts of the state as well, like Rhinelander, or, Minocqua if we want to, or Boulder Junction even. As long as it's in Wisconsin as a whole, it qualifies. Sorry to people who think it's just going to be all about Madison. No. I mean, Madison's wonderful and I love it, don't get me wrong, but we need to give the other places their time to shine too. Let's give Stevens Point its time to shine. Let's give, Rhinelander its time to shine. Let's give Wausau its time to shine.
For sure.
So, sorry people, if that offends you. Now, do you have a list of your favorite coffee shops that you'd like to start with, or should I just pull up my top 10 list?
Yeah, you can pull up your top 10 list, but a few of them that I would like to mention quickly before we start with yours is, in Madison especially, I love Ancora. I love, Icky Sticky. Like, it depends. If you like chocolate shop ice cream, definitely go to Icky Sticky. Otherwise, definitely not.
I'll have a lot to say about chocolate chip ice cream once we get to one of the slots on my list.
Yeah, for sure.
So, should I get into my list then?
Sure thing.
We have an honorable mention starting this list off, and that is Mission Coffee House in Stevens Point, Plover, and formerly Mosinee. Now, the Stevens Point one is actually in the Children's Museum area, which
nice.
The Children's Museum is the sole surviving thing in its original location in the Stevens Point Mall.
Oh,
that was
wow.
The Stevens Point Mall existed from 1984 to 2012, and it got demolished in 2013, unfortunately.
Oh, shoot.
And it sucks for me because I loved the mall growing up. I watched it go from very lively to very dead. And in its final days, there were just literally 3 stores left in it.
Yeah, that's wild.
And what happened to it afterward? Well, I guess that's for a different podcast, but I'll just say it quickly. The Dunman Sports Store became a law office and voting location. The JCPenney became a mid-state technical college, one of their locations, because they have other locations in Wisconsin Rapids and Marshfield too. And then the Children's Museum, they're still standing, they're still going strong. And then Shopko outlived the mall itself, actually, going until 2019 when they closed their doors. And unfortunately, that got demolished just last year.
Oh, wow.
More of the mall's gone now.
Yeah.
But trust me, the entirety of the malls I grew up with and malls in general, that's for a different episode.
Yeah, for sure.
That'll probably be like episode 6, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I can't wait to talk about what episode 5 is going to be when this is all done.
Oh, yes. That'll be so much fun. I'm super looking forward to that.
But I'm going way off topic here. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
And then, getting into the top 10 list itself, here's how we're going to do it. I'm going to mention the name of it, where it's located, and I'm going to mention, what I recommend. I'm also going to mention my notes as well.
All right, sounds good.
Starting this list off, at number 10, we have Pete's Coffee Shop in Madison at the UW Memorial Union. I recommend the strawberry tea from them, of course, because it's so wonderful. Honestly, their iced tea and coffee is phenomenal, like for real.
Yeah, I've been there before. I thoroughly enjoyed their selection.
And then when it comes to food, it's more hit and miss, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Like the breakfast bagel sandwich, that's phenomenal, and their chocolate muffin, so phenomenal. But the rest, it's like, this is really awful.
Yeah. I mean, like, it kind of like gives me Panera vibes.
But Panera's actually good. That's the thing.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a discount Panera. It doesn't really go anywhere. But that's not to say it sucks entirely. You know, like, sure, the food isn't the best. There's not a lot of scenery either, which is unfortunate.
Right.
But, you know, the drinks themselves, phenomenal. And the people that work, they're wonderful, too.
Absolutely.
So, you know, of course it gets a slot on my list, but I can't put it any higher because of how bad the food is. In my opinion, if you want a good coffee shop, you need to balance it out with, like, good food and good drinks.
Yeah, for sure.
So, moving along, going on number 9, we have Bloom Coffee Garden in Greenfield, which, you know, I love their iced caramel latte with almond milk. I love almond milk on my coffee, not regular milk, in case people would like to know. But unfortunately, the food here is even worse than it is at Pete's. At least Pete's had like 1 or 2 things I could say, oh, this is actually decent.
Right,
now.
yeah.
But with Bloom Coffee House, they don't really have much for food, and what they have really isn't up my alley, unfortunately. So that's unfortunate. Number 8 is Becca's in Wausau in Weston. And I love their pesto chicken wrap there. Oh my god. And their pesto pizza is really good too.
What's in the chicken wrap?
If I remember correctly, it's like some sort of chicken and like some sort of tomatoes and stuff like that.
Ooh, nice.
Like a fresh salad wrap. What I like about it is that it's very cute and it has a good atmosphere. It's just that it feels more of like a restaurant than a cafe.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Like with all the food they have, you know. Like, don't get me wrong, you should have food in the coffee shop, but make sure it's like a decent selection. Don't go overboard with it.
Right, exactly.
And now moving on to number 6, we have Emmy J's in Stevens Point, which was actually right across the street from where the mall used to be.
Oh, nice.
And I loved it ever since I was a kid. We were talking about chocolate chop ice cream earlier. This is a place that actually had it.
Oh,
so
nice.
when people talk about, you know, places for ice cream bars, I gotta say, sorry to disappoint you, but chocolate chop doesn't excite me because I grew up with it in Stevens Point, and if I can get it there, what's the point of having it down here?
Right, exactly.
I want special ice cream if I'm going somewhere. I want bricks. I want belts. I want King Cone. I want that stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the fact that there's not even one soft serve place in Dane County really sucks major ass.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, what the hell? But at least, you know, Emmy J's is still a wonderful place, and it's not only a great cafe with, you know, the coffee and chocolate chip ice cream, but they have other good things too. Like, they have really good fresh smoothies, and they have a cafe next door. I don't know if it's still there anymore. It's called Cafe Espresso. They have like the best food of all time.
Oh, nice.
So like, as a kid, whenever I went there to eat lunch and I went to Emmy J's for ice cream, it was like perfect.
Yeah, totally. That sounds like such a good time.
Because as a kid, I wasn't sick off chocolate chip ice cream because it wasn't the only option for me.
Right.
Moving on to number 5, we have Wonder State in Madison. I recommend the turkey sandwich with tomato soup and iced caramel latte. I love iced caramel lattes, if you couldn't tell. And then their soup and their food did not disappoint. However, the coffee was only just okay, unfortunately. And in my opinion, if you're a coffee shop, your coffee needs to be above and beyond.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, if you're a cafe, do that well first.
Exactly. And then moving on to number 4, Corbin's gonna love me for this. My fiance, Steaming Cup in Waukesha, and from them, I recommend the bird sandwich.
Ooh.
And monthly special frappes. Like, their frappe changes for the month. Like, sometimes it might be a mint for March, or it might be like a peanut butter for fall, or it might be like a cotton candy for summer. You know, like that kind of stuff. I fucking love it.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Frappes.
So it's kind of like the Culver's flavor of the day, except monthly.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
Or the Belts flavor of the day, except instead of every few days it changes, it's like every month it changes.
Right.
Or kind of like at Liz Drink Emporium, how do you have a cookie in the month, you know?
Oh, sure.
I really love the fact that they have a lot of stuff to offer at the Steaming Cup. But unfortunately, there's not a lot of sitting room. That's the one flaw of the place. And now, let's get into the top 3. Taking home the bronze medal today is the one, the only, or should I say, it has 3 locations, Ancora.
Yes, Ancora is so good. Queer friendly, nice positive atmosphere, kind of like a brunch bar type deal.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
The one I recommend going to, of course, though, is the one on King Street.
Yeah, my favorite is the one on University Avenue.
Oh, for me, University and Sherman Street just doesn't have that same spark that King Street has.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, I'm not calling them bad by any means. It's just that with
absolutely.
King Street, you know, they have that beautiful natural skylight, which on a very dark and thunderstormy day just makes the whole room dark, and it's beautiful to be in there like that. And it's so wonderful. And it's like the food and the coffee for once balances out perfectly. Oh my god. Like their breakfast sandwiches are so perfect. Their basic bagel sandwich. And then,
so yummy. And the pumpkin spice latte that they do as well, that's so good.
And their tuna sandwiches are great too.
Yeah.
But for me, whenever I get coffee there, it's always their special cold brew. Like if it's marshmallow or coconut cold brew, that coconut cold brew is the best cold brew I've ever had, next to one we're gonna get to later. So I love Ancora so much. And ironically, I only found out about Ancora because Wonder State Coffee was closed. I was gonna go there again. But then, you know, Ancora was open, and I fell in love ever since.
Nice.
Now, taking home the silver medal is Vino Latte in Wasa.
Ooh.
What I recommend from them is the Asian chicken wrap. And an iced caramel latte, of course. Now, I really love the fact that they have a special deal on Tuesdays for pizza and a $4 bottle of wine. Yeah, this coffee shop is special. They serve wine, too.
Oh, interesting.
That's why it's called Vino Wine Latte Coffee.
Yeah. That makes sense. For anyone who's not familiar with Spanish or any
or
Latin-based language, basically, vino is the word for wine.
It's a French word for wine, exactly.
Yeah, and it actually comes from the same root word as vine.
Right, which grapes off the vine, you know.
Yeah,
wine.
Exactly.
And I've been drinking wine legally since 18. Thank you, France. Not waiting for extra years, United States. So, you know, the only thing that really sucks about Vino Latte, in my opinion, is that the fact that, you know, it's up north and that they're not down south as well. Because these people who live in Madison, are they going to go up north and give it a chance? If all they really seem to talk about is the Madison area and nothing up north.
Right, exactly.
Like, that just breaks my heart, to be honest. Like, there's a lot of beautiful stuff up north that you should go see.
For sure, yeah.
And then coming in at number 1, taking home the gold medal, I'm sure you already know what it is.
Yeah.
The one, the only, Liv's Drink Emporium in Sun Prairie. Holy hell. Sun Prairie has something that I actually think is number 1. Let that sink in.
Hell yeah.
I really hate Sun Prairie, but for it to have the number 1 coffee shop, you know you're doing something right.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, what to recommend from here? Of course, you know, the cookie of the month, like I mentioned before, because it's creative to see what different flavors they could come up with for the month. But then a peanut butter cold brew can make anyone's day as well.
Yeah, totally.
Like, the funny thing about their coffee there is that their coffee by itself is too bitter and nutty and disgusting for me.
True.
But when you make it into peanut butter cold brew, it's so fantastic. I couldn't drink any other coffee if I wanted to.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, besides Ancora's beautiful coconut cold brew.
Yeah.
And then, you know, what else do I love about this place? The fact that I know the people who run it and they feel like family, you know? Like, I really love Alora and Brad and Angie. They're such wonderful people.
For sure.
And the staff that they hired over the years, both former and current, are just such wonderful people, too. They really know what they're doing.
Yeah, and they have such nice seating, too. They have, like, a main area, but they also have a back room, which is, like, really nice and quiet.
That was needed, that back room, because they didn't have a lot of sitting before. But now that they have a lot more, you know, sitting areas, I think it's nice, even though they could still use a bit more. But that's just a nitpick, because I think they have a good amount now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because when it's, you know, nice outside, you can sit outside, too. And, you know, as much as I love this place, unfortunately, it is still not perfect. Like I said before, their coffee outside peanut butter cold brew is very terrible in my opinion. And they don't really have a lot in terms of food, just the bakery and the sandwiches. And with the bakery, you know, I love their muffins, I love their cookies, but like the pretzels, I just don't care for that much.
Yeah, that's fair.
And like their scones and like their honey cakes, I can't really say are my favorite either. If they have Rice Krispies, that might be a nice treat on occasion, but it's not really my favorite either. But the cookies and the muffins, definite amazing treats to give to people. And I mentioned sandwiches earlier. How are those? Those are the best thing they have in terms of food.
Yeah, honestly.
Like the pesto changio sandwich with the cheesy jalapeno bread is my favorite. And might just be not only my favorite sandwich from any coffee shop in Wisconsin, but probably in general that I've had, like even including other places I've been across the world, like Europe, to have such a wonderful sandwich be a part of your menu, and then
Yeah.
also have a fantastic peanut butter cold brew drink be a part of your menu too.
Yeah, that's one killer combo.
Yeah, for sure. And then the cookies in the muff are usually never to disappoint.
Mhm.
Like I could go on just about those alone. Like they've had
Absolutely.
many good ones, like a hot chocolate one for winter or a apple one that they did for my birthday in honor of that. Thank you guys so much.
Oh,
You guys
that's
rock.
so sweet.
And then what else? He also did like a red velvet buttercream one for Valentine's Day
Mhm.
that was great. Oh my god, there's so many good ones.
Nice.
They did like a mint Oreo one for March one year.
Mhm.
Oh, there's just so many good ones.
Absolutely.
I could go on about Lives for hours.
Yeah.
But do you have anything to say about Lives?
I gotta say, the couple of times we've been there together, it's been one of my favorite cafe experiences.
Oh, for sure. Like, it's one of the nicest cafes by far.
Mhm.
And once again, for something in Sun Prairie to actually not suck in my book and be awesome,
Yeah.
you know you're doing something right.
Right, exactly. Like, that's an accomplishment.
Like, the only other things like about Sun Prairie really are like, I do like the Target there, that is nice.
Mhm.
And I guess going to like TJ Maxx and Five Below, but that's about it.
For sure.
But still, it's like I can find those shops in other towns, and it's like, geez, what do I like about Sun Prairie? Definitely not the schools because of how they sucked for years. Definitely not the movie theater because of how they mistreat their staff.
Mhm.
No. So, for Lives to be a safe space in
Yeah.
a very, very terrible town in my book,
For sure.
like, that's incredible.
Mhm.
So thank you, Alora, thank you, Brad, thank you, Angie, and thank you, entire Lives team, for being fucking awesome.
For sure. Shout outs to you.
Any other coffee shops that you think deserve mention here?
I think that's it.
Well,
Apart from mentioning how the Icky Sticky here on the west side is like right next to the Westfield Comics store.
Right.
It's really nice to just be able to like Uber there and then walk over to the comic book store. That's
Right,
really
exactly.
fun. Yeah.
And I think that there's actually kind of like a Wiccan coffee shop type thing in Rhinelander, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I don't know the name of it exactly, and I could be wrong about that, but if there is, that's awesome because I'm a Wiccan myself.
Oh, nice.
And, I really didn't mention a lot of Rhinelander or like
Mhm.
Western Wisconsin, like Eau Claire or anything like that in this video, but I travel between the Wausau, Stevens Point area, the Waukesha, Milwaukee area, and the Madison area the most.
Mhm.
So obviously that would take up the entire list for the most
Right,
part.
exactly.
But of course, if there's any beautiful coffee shops across the state that I missed from any area, just let me know, of course.
Mhm.
And with that said, the Pink Cafe is now closed. Well, except, do you want to tell the audience what we're going to be talking about next time for episode 5?
Yes. We are going to be talking about Pixar, all the movies.
Yay!
It's going to be so much fun.
I'm going to have to control myself talking about Ratatouille and WALL-E for hours.
Yeah.
But with that said, have a very wonderful holiday season whenever you celebrate.
Yeah,
Christmas,
happy holidays.
Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whenever you celebrate, make it wonderful. Because holidays should bring people together.
Absolutely.
And on top of that, have a very happy and fantastic new year.
For sure.
And I can't wait until 2026 because there's a lot of good things happening that
Yeah,
year.
totally. Can't wait either.
I'm getting married that year, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
It marks 20 years since I started kindergarten in September. Hard to believe. Christ,
nice.
I'm old. Just a lot of nice things happening.
Absolutely.
And I mean, this year was already nice in some ways, I guess I could say. With the New York trip that I went on, that was
Mhm.
fantastic. Going to the American Dream Mall, seeing the biggest mall of the country is definitely
Yeah,
something
that's awesome.
you gotta love. Come on.
Mhm.
No matter how bad life gets, you always take your wins the biggest amount of. That was a win.
Yeah, for sure.
But with that said, we will see you next year with Pixar. I can't wait.
Yeah, me neither. I'm so excited.
Take care, everybody. Bye.
Bye.